All right, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. We actually have an afternoon interview for you guys, and this guy is calling in from none other than Germany. He is a very, very talented individual. He has worked with many, many legendary West Coast individuals. We got DJ Alex Funk on the line. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good, man. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. I am doing great. So, what's everything like out in Germany right now, if you don't mind me asking?
Germany. I mean, right now, you mean like the weather or something? What do
Oh,
you mean?
oh, I just mean like Germany, like because I'm in Canada. I never left my country before, right? So I'm just asking
Yeah.
what Germany's like.
Germany is yeah, typically European country. Um, it's I mean, right now with this Corona stuff and everything. I mean, the whole world is a little bit different, but I think in Germany it's not that bad right now because we have not that many infections or deaths, so so it's pretty cool.
So I have to ask you, Funk, like what made you decide to get into the music industry initially?
Um, Actually, I mean, I was a fan first, and I'm still a fan, and I got into DJing first. I did clubs, and parties and stuff like that. I started collecting music when I was when I was a kid, and then after a while I got so many records that I thought to myself, okay, why not trying DJing? And then I started at school parties, and later I got a chance to DJ at clubs, and that was pretty cool. So I could make some money and to finance my 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 records and everything, and it was pretty cool. And then later, I I slowed down a little bit DJing because the music, the music changed, especially in the 2000s, and so I slowed down a little bit, and I still do some 90s parties, or some old school parties and stuff like that. But as far as club music that's popping right now, I'm not. That's not my style, So I slow down a little bit, but I still get booked every now and then. But it has to, it has to be a party, that I can do with, like old school music or 90s music. Yeah.
So I have to ask, man, for all the people that out in Germany that's listening right now, how would they go about, booking you for like a party or an event?
Oh, you could go to my Instagram, DJ AlexF82, and just write me DM, or go to my Facebook at DJ Alex Funk and just hit me up and ask me if I'm free and if I could do it, So that's pretty easy, to get in touch with me.
And you also produced the album G Funk Classics Volume One. I have to ask you, what made you actually decide to get into producing?
You mean Gangsta Funk? I produced. I got two albums out right now. That's Gangsta Funk 1 and 2, and on September 25th, actually, I'm dropping the Volume 3. So yeah, what did you want me to ask?
Oh, I was just asking, like, what made you decide to get into producing?
Oh, as I told you before, I mean the music changed much, and so I thought to myself, I mean, why complaining about the music that's out right now when I could maybe do it myself and produce the music the way I wanted to be, So I just started a few years ago, and and every time I start something, I try to do it right, So I got in touch with different artists, and got them on my tracks. So yeah.
And also on the production side of your career, you actually recently worked on production for Devoted to the Streets, also known as Young D of the Young Murder Squad's up and coming release Thousand Island 2. I have to ask you, how did you get connected with Devoted, and what was it like working on that project?
Oh, it was pretty cool. It's actually a track with the whole Young Murder Squad, and for my album before, Gangsta Funk 2, I reached out to Young Prodigy from the SEC, and we did a track called LA, and he asked Devoted to the Streets to do the second verse of the song. So, that's how we connected, basically through Young Prodigy. And
And
then, I reached out to DVS again, and, we did this track with the whole Young Murder Squad.
and I have to say, man, Devoted to the Streets is a phenomenal individual. I had the opportunity just to grow a bond with that guy, man. Probably one of the most coolest guys you can talk to.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And man, you've done work with like tons and tons of West Coast individuals, man. That's why in the description of the interview when I was promoting it, I said he's from Germany, but his heart is on the West Coast, man. You also
True,
worked with
true.
underground legend Boss Solo, man. I have to ask you, how did you get connected with Boss Solo?
Oh, he was actually probably the second artist I worked with. And we released a single called This Ain't in 2018, I think. And yeah, the song was pretty cool, and and then I just asked him to get on Gangsta Funk Part 1 and Part 2, and then we also did a few more tracks, album tracks, and yeah, it was always easy working with him, and he always got that, he delivers the dope rhymes and everything, so yeah, we just kept working after the first single. We just kept working, and he will be on Gangsta Funk Part 3 as well, on 2 tracks.
Yeah, man, I actually just got a copy of his new record mailed to me, man. I gotta say that one's a slapper.
Yeah, I got that too. I just got it 2 days ago.
And,
Yeah, the Compound, you mean, right?
the Compound, yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's
And
a pretty good album.
And also in 2018, you actually hosted the DJ Alex Funk Summer Vibes Party. Can you tell us a bit more about that event? And is that more an annually kind of thing where you do it every year?
It was actually, but the location where where I hosted the party, they had to close, so it's actually not happening anymore. But it was a pretty cool event. I mean, played some summer vibes, like G-funk music and stuff like that. Also some R&B music, but mostly G-funk music and the classics.
And also, one thing that I noticed on your Facebook, man, you took a trip from Germany all the way to Los Angeles, California, man. You hit up some phenomenal spots like VIP World Famous Records. You know what I mean? You hit up the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I have to ask you, man, what was that experience like? Just actually traveling from Germany all the way to Los Angeles.
Yeah, I've been there quite a few times. I've been there like 3 times already in LA, in the LA area, and it's just I love the city. I really love the city. I mean, it's a huge city, and especially for me as a somebody from Germany, coming from a smaller town, it's it's a different world for me, but I guess that's what I like, and that's just my city, because all the music that I grew up with, most artists, they come from the LA area, and to visit all the places uh, that they talk about in their songs, that was just amazing for me.
And I have to ask you,
Especially VIP Records or Compton, it was amazing for me.
I have to say, did people give you weird looks when you were walking through Compton? Cause I know like some people told me like you don't go to if you go to Compton, don't wear certain like you know what I mean. You don't wear certain like baseball caps. You don't wear certain colors because you might not make it out alive.
I mean, first of all, I think, Compton is not, how it used to be. I mean, I probably would have not uh, went there, like 20 years ago. But I mean, it's still Compton. Don't get me wrong, and it's still dangerous. But I mean, when I go to places like this, I usually wear white or black clothes, so I don't get confused with any gangs or stuff like that. And I have never had a problem there, and I have been there a lot of times now. And I actually, you know, the place where I stayed at was pretty close to South Central Los Angeles, so, and I never had a problem. I actually visited a friend of mine in Compton. His name is Derek, and we hung out, and he showed me his record collection. We had fun. It was pretty cool.
I have to ask you, man, when you were out in Los Angeles, man, did you like run into any celebrities or any of your favorite old school hip hop artists? Because like they're everywhere, man. It's Los Angeles.
That's true, but no, I didn't run into anybody famous, like really famous. But to me, it was pretty cool to meet the owner from VIP Records because he's a legend, and he's the guy, who uh, heard the first Snoop tapes and the first Warren G tapes, and that was pretty awesome for me.
And I have to ask you, man, like, what is next for you? Is there anything else that I missed during this interview? Anything else you still want to promote? We still have you here live on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM, all the way here in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, I just dropped a new single on Friday. It's called Palm Trees with OG Daddy V from Compton and a very good R&B artist. His name is Ralph G, and he stays in Germany. He's actually from the Caribbeans, I think, but he stays in Germany, and you should check the song out. I mean, it has really that summer vibe, It's a smooth G-funk music, So everybody check that out.
You don't want me asking, is it available on all digital streaming media platforms?
Yeah, it is, for sure. You can stream or download it anywhere.
So I insist, everybody that's listening, snag yourselves a copy of that single, stream it, purchase it, just make sure you get it. Make sure you get it the right way, you know what I mean? Don't be downloading off the YouTube, you know what I mean? Buy it or stream it.
Yeah, that's true, man. And I'm dropping CDs too. September 25th, Gangsta Funk Part 3. I mean, people could order it on my Bandcamp. It's djalexfunk.bandcamp.com. And then just go to the merch store and buy a real CD. I mean, that's people still buy CDs. I think. I mean, it's not that like it was, but there are many collectors, and I'm a collector myself, so that's why I'm making CDs still. So everybody get a CD.
And so, DJ Alex Funk, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the airwaves. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. And of course, man, drop them social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and everything pertaining to your new up-and-coming releases if they're not already doing so.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's on my record or ever had a record with me, like Young Murder Squad, South Central Cartel, Bo Solo, OG Semi-Auto, who will be on your show soon, I think. Lyric Loco, so many others, man. Young Bleed, Young Prodigy, Big Prodigy, Spice One. Everybody, man. Everybody that ever had a song with me or maybe in the future I will have some songs with them. And follow me on my social media on Instagram at DJ AlexF82, on Facebook at DJ AlexFunk, and my Bandcamp djalexfunk.bandcamp.com.
And I gotta say, Alex, man, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and coming on the radio station. You know what I mean? It was an absolute honor and most definitely a privilege, man. Hoping down the line we can make this happen again. I'm looking forward to your new release, man. But most of all, stay safe out there in Germany.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. And you have a great day, alright?
You as well, brother. Have yourself a great day.
Yeah. Yeah, alright, man. Bye bye.